What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. Finally we get some sort of good news for XRP, for crypto in general. And it's always great to have actually something to talk about rather than just going over what the price is doing and just going over what the predictions are that are out there, because we've heard all the predictions, my predictions, many expert predictions, Meta's predictions, AI's predictions, whatever, right? We've heard all of this stuff, and it really does get tiring to even have to talk about it or think that I have to talk about it, even though I get a lot of questions that continue to ask about those predictions. But we have something big that could be for XRP, but also for cryptocurrency in general, or XRP as we move further in the future. That will impact XRP in the long run, right? It may not see any type of major impact in the short term, like, hey, this big thing happened, so we should see XRP blast off to the moon and go to a $20 price point. No, right? All of these things that happen for XRP, whether it's, related to the SEC, related to ETFs, related to a use case or whatever, all of these things that happen, bits and pieces all come together to then make XRP worth so much more in the end. It doesn't have to get there in a heartbeat. It doesn't have to get there in a matter of a week, right? It can take its time. I don't need to rush. I don't need the money right now. I don't need the money tomorrow. I don't need the money in the next 3 years. I just want to see it progressively just get better, right? So, with that being said, we're going to go over this big news that we have here today. Guys, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more of these videos. Also, make sure you check out some of the links for Twitter, for Patreon down below in the description. And if you want to check out my link for BTCC, that link is at the top of the description. It is a phenomenal platform that I've been using for a year. I've been able to grow $500 into $6,000, $6,000 plus dollars, which is fantastic to see without putting any more extra money in there. I'm literally just growing and buying investments and making moves because you can leverage trade over here. If you specifically use my link, you will get a 10% deposit bonus, extra bonuses up to $10,055, 40% lower trading fees, and you can trade all the way up to a 500x leverage if you want to. This platform also has no VPN or no KYC that's required. So check that out. Link will be at the top of the description. Now, when it comes to XRP, just to give you a little update on where XRP is right now, XRP is currently at $3.12. We're seeing an increase today, and that's based on this news that we have seen. The news, coming from theblock.co, states that Osprey launches, REX-Osprey launches first of its kind spot XRP ETF tracking the third largest cryptocurrency. This is something that is officially an XRP spot ETF, which is fantastic to see because we've wanted this. Does this mean that this is the biggest mover for cryptocurrency? No, but it's a big milestone for XRP, and to state that these things don't happen or these things haven't happened, they are going to happen, and they did happen, right? And more we're going to see as we move along. So just to kind of go through it, I don't want to go through the bullet points. I just want to go through it here. So for the first time in the United States, an exchange-traded fund tracking the price and offering spot exposure of the third largest cryptocurrency, XRP, has begun trading. The REX-Osprey XRP ETF was listed on Thursday with the ticker symbol XRPR. The two firms also launched their REX-Osprey Doge ETF on Thursday under the ticker symbol DOJE. The other firms have looked to list and trade XRP ETFs and have taken on different processes than REX shares and Osprey. Rex shares and Osprey pursued a path of compliance and registering the product under the Investment Company Act of 1940, the federal law that regulates investment funds that pool capital from investors to pursue a common investment strategy in an effort to protect investors from conflict of interest and fraud. XRPR uses a similar legal structure as the REX-Osprey Soul Staking ETF when it launched in June. and has some legal workarounds. REX-Osprey's Solana fund was the first and remains the only exchange traded product to track the price of Solana. That fund that fund was also the first to launch in the US with staking rewards. Rex shares and Osprey funds are separate companies that collaborate strategically to issue ETFs primarily focused on crypto exposure. Investors look to ETFs as trading and access vehicles, said Greg King, CEO and founder of Rex Financial and Osprey Funds. In a statement, the digital asset revolution is already underway, and to be able to offer exposure to some of the most popular digital assets within the protections of the U.S. 40 Act ETF regime is something Rex Osprey is proud of and has worked diligently to achieve. This is massive, right? Because it's the first of its kind. It's XRP, it's the ETF, and it should experience some major movement. Well, we're not experiencing the ridiculous movement that people are like, oh, once this launches, it's going to absolutely the moon. It gets us in the process of moving to the moon. We are currently seeing a $186 billion market cap. That is phenomenal. Seeing it at a $200 billion market cap, that next step, solidly staying there, getting to a $230, $250, $300 billion market cap, moving further and further from where we are here today, because it should be worth a lot more than where we stand here today. So I'm not looking for this to jump 50% today because the XRP ETF went live. It's huge news, it's massive news, and it is absolutely confirmed. While many people in all of the videos that I posted before talking about XRP getting its ETF, they said, no, it's not going to happen. You're a fraud in what you're saying. It's not going to happen. And guess what? It is officially confirmed that we have an XRP ETF and we're going to have more as we move along. So for anybody that's a doubter for XRP, that's a doubter for Ripple, that's a doubter for cryptocurrency in general, just stay on that side, stay in your lane, and just stay out of the conversation, because you obviously don't know anything and you don't want to be a part of what crypto is going to be in the future. You don't want to be a part of the future, honestly. You're going to be that person that misses out because you decided to say no to absolutely everything. What's that movie? Yes Man, with Jim Carrey, where you have the opportunity to say yes. You can see the potential. You can see people that are making money. You can see people that are getting set up for success, but you still decide to say no. Why is that? You just want to be that person. You're used to what you're used to. And that's fine, but don't say, hey, this is going to be a failure because this is what you believe there, and you continue to do that even though it's showing all the successes that it's having. XRP from 50 cents to $3. XRP to the all-time high. XRP ETF. XRP multiple ETF. An all-encompassing ETF that comes along soon. This is going to be massive for cryptocurrency, and it is already massive for XRP. So hit that like button if you want to. You can hit the dislike button if you want to as well. Also, check out the links down below for Twitter, for Patreon, or you can check out my link for BTCC if you guys want to get involved. If you feel like you're late to the party, you have the opportunity to leverage trade if you want to, and do it at a 2x leverage, 3x leverage. Just make sure you're careful and you realize what you're doing and what you're investing. But I'm going to get out of here, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think about the REX-Osprey ETF. And if you invested into it. I don't plan on investing into it. What I want is an all-encompassing ETF. I will be a part of that as much as I can be, because it means that you're investing into the broader crypto market. But this is still huge for XRP. I'm going to get out of here and I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.